Earlier this year, I started doing some private tutoring, and I might even consider it as a long-term career. I enjoy doing it, and people compliment me on doing a good job. But I'm very good at tutoring. But I'm not so good at the business aspect of it. And early on, I cut myself out of a lot of opportunities as a result of some business mistakes. So, the very first client I had, I was trying to get my foot in the door, and his mother had came to me and asked me for a quote, and I didn't really think much of it. See, here in Seattle, there's a lot of debate that the minimum wage should be $15, and I think I'm worth more than the minimum wage, of course, and it's not even 15 yet. So I quoted $20, thinking that I'm trying to get my foot in the door. Um, as soon as I start doing the tutoring job, I started to regret what I quoted. See, I was thinking in terms of a full-time job. If I go to work, 8 hours a day, and I'm making $20 an hour. That's a lot different than traveling to somebody's home and making $20 an hour. It's kind of interesting. Travel cuts into your hourly rate in two ways. You got to spend money to travel there, and it takes up time. So you're subtracting some money, and then you're dividing by however much time you're spending on the road. So it cut into it quite a bit. And that wasn't the big problem. I was trying to get my foot in the door, and I really did get my feet in the door, except it's hard to raise the price once you get to know somebody by their first name basis, once get to know the kid I was tutoring, once you get to know his pets, once you get to know his other after school activities. It's very hard to raise the price, especially to a rate that I'm actually worth. The other problem was I really did get my feet in the door because his mom wanted to refer other students to me, and she had started with his cousin, and I wasn't sure if it was right for me to renegotiate the price with his cousin. I didn't want to cause a rift between the two of them. See, 10 years from now, if my son needs tutoring, and then, my brother, his son also needs tutoring, and I discover I'm paying more, it's gonna cause some family tension. And we might just fire the tutor because of all the tension it's causing. So I was worried about that. So I let his mom decide, and one weekend, I went to tutor both of them, and I let his mom start the conversation. She didn't. She paid me $20 an hour for the 2 hours of $40 that day. I was heartbroken, and but I knew his mother had wanted to refer other students. So I just told them I'm very busy, and I got a computer gaming conference to prepare for, a family to visit, got to see my ex-girlfriend in Europe, and I made a series of excuses to see if she would up the price. Say, hey, stay in the U.S., we need the tutoring. Didn't turn out that way, and I never saw them again. Anyway, so I got some other students. The thing is, I realized it's a lot easier to start high and work downward instead of trying to get my feet in the door. See, if I start at $100 or even $80 and I don't hear back, it's a lot easier to lower the price in exchange for some concession. See, if I started at 100 and the student goes, too high, and then I say 60, but how about, if you do it on a convenient day, if you do it on Thursday afternoons when I'm free, when I'm more free, I'll do it at $60. Or I could have them travel to my place. And travel's a big one because, like I said, it cuts in two ways. And sometimes charging 60 for them to come here is more profitable than charging 100 and going there. It really depends on the situation. See, if I have having the student come here is a little bit tricky too, because I'm a little bit embarrassed about my living situation. But if I can have a student come to the nearby Bellevue Library, which is walking distance for me, see, I love to exercise, and I need to exercise anyway, so even though it's a 1 hour walk away, I don't really consider that to be a commuting time. That's just my exercise time. If anything, I'm saving a gym membership by doing that. But if I can do that, and then it will only cost me that whatever the tutoring time is, and I'm really actually making what I'm charging. See, I really love that. If I have to go somewhere where I have to drive or take a bus, and not only does it cost money, but now I'm really cutting into time that I could spend to exercise or to do other tutoring sessions. And so I find it easier to start high. The other reason I like to start high, let's say I start at 100. A few things could happen. Either I'm right and they latch onto that, and that's good. If they latch onto it, some people might think, oh, I could have charged higher, but I want them to be happy, because in the long run, if they refer other people, I can make a lot more than if I had charged $200 and I'm just being so-so and not referring other people. See, when it's $100, I'm more better off being able to refer others than to raise the price. When it was $20, it was the other way around. I didn't want them to refer too many people. I wanted to raise the price. So, see, and if I started 100 and they bulk, I could make other compromises. Like I said, 60, would I want you to come here, or do a time that's convenient for me or whatnot. So I get one or the other. If I had started at 40, and they take it, now I'm stuck. I get a low price and I have to do it at their time, their place, and I get neither one of those. And it's hard to go the other way around. Hey, can we raise the price, but I'll make it more convenient for you? That's a little bit different than the other direction. So it's easier to start high and go down than the other way around. Thanks for watching.